I don't know what it's got since then. But I'm going to have a look now. It's still 300. In 3 days, it's got 332 views. So, very pleased with that, considering it's the first show. So, without further ado, ladies and gents, enough of the chatting. Let's get into it. The first episode of GMW of this week, at least. It's the last week before the go-home shows as well. Go-home shows are next week as well. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is GMW.
We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the race and we ignore the fight. We need a miracle. We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the ways and we ignore the fight. We need a miracle. We need a
Yay! We're here, ladies and gentlemen. This is GMW. GMW in full effect. Tuesday evening here on the Twitch channel. Streamed live on the Twitch channel. Replays on Facebook and YouTube. Three-way dance tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Big Amish takes on his challengers for the TV and world title. Philippines. Damn. GMW's going big. Let's see what happens. Big Amish, world champion. Thank you for the host. As well, yes, the big man is in action tonight. The world's heavyweight champion is in action tonight. He faces his respective challengers in a three-way dance. That's right. It will be Big Amish, John Moxley, and Billy Paragon. The reason why he's facing them two, because at Breakthrough, which is scheduled for the February 4th, could change. For the Breakthrough pay-per-view, it will be the Big Amish one-on-one with John Moxley in a TLC match. And a different kind of TLC match too, by the way. Pinfalls and submissions do count, by the way. And I will test that out later. But this Saturday on GMW Underground, exclusive to Facebook, same time as last week, 7 o'clock, Saturday evening, it will be the Big Amish defending the World Television Championship against Billy Paragon. That's right, Billy Paragon challenges Big Amish for the World TV title. That's right, the World's Television Championship. And boy, oh boy, is that going to be a good match based on what happened last Tuesday. I'll explain during the show. So, just a little quick reminder, ladies and gents. Beautiful people, right there. GMW Underground. Thank you so much for the success on the Facebook page as well. I appreciate it very much. Very happy with how things went down. I'm very happy with how things went down on that episode as well. And it was a pretty decent show. A lot of impact made. Yo, what up, loco? A lot of impact made on that show as well. I mean, we saw some new faces as well. Adrian Wheeler, who will wrestle this Thursday on GMW. Adrian Wheeler making a big impact at the expense of Bane last week as well. And also, like I said, Billy Paragon getting in the face of the World Television Champion and current World Heavyweight Champion himself, Mr. Big Amish. And that is setting up the match for this Saturday as well, because it'll be Billy Paragon taking on the Big Amish for the World TV title this Saturday. Also, unfortunately, as much as I hate to admit it, Moxley will get his rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it will be against Big Amish at Breakthrough. It'll be the Breakthrough pay-per-view, which is scheduled for February 4th. I've come up with some ideas for it. That might change, but at the moment it's scheduled for February 4th. Also, probably one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in this doing this GMW whole thing. OJJ and Robert Styles. If you have not seen that match, it was insane. Even better, in my opinion, than the Sting OJJ match from last season as well, which is probably arguably one of the greatest matches in GMW's history. I think that topped it last week as well, and OJJ will be in the co-main event this episode, and he will take on Maverick Fox of the Fallen Douchebags, Disciples, as well. And I think I'm going to make a match at the upcoming Breakthrough pay-per-view as well, and pretty much it's a grudge match, quite frankly. It will be Hannibal Black one-on-one. Yes, Hannibal Black one-on-one with OJJ. And we knew of a rivalry. OJJ did not take too kindly getting eliminated by Hannibal Black in the Battle Royal. Hannibal Black is not the number one contender for the World Championship. Unfortunately, John Moxley is. And so, at the pay-per-view, why not? A good old-fashioned GMW grudge match. Hannibal Black one-on-one with OJJ. And it seemed a more intense OJJ because on about 4 or 5 occasions in that match with Robert Styles had him beat. And I'll go on record saying that right now. How the fuck he kicked out of the match? How the fuck he kicked out with the moves and win the match? I'll never know. So, Goldberg and Maxim Carlos, which is another thing that's developing into a grudge match as well. Last season at Rig Madness, these two wrestled on the pay-per-view, and Maxim Carlos shocked the world when he made Goldberg tap out. Yesterday on LCW, Carlos did it again. Will he go for a third time? Will it be 3-0 in tap-outs? Or will Maximum Carlos get 3 victories over Goldberg? We're about to find out. Your opening contest of this episode. Also tonight, ladies and gentlemen, besides the main event and OJJ versus versus Maverick Fox, Loco Joe will be in action. He goes one-on-one with, and he has a grudge to settle with Evil Eyes. So it'll be Loco and Evil Eyes one-on-one later on. Also, based on what happened last week, and yes, I'm ashamed to say this, Pennywise has brought his daughter in, and I'll give her credit. Last Saturday, she was impressive on Underground. She had an impressive victory over Vixen. Tonight, she wrestles again, except this time she's going one-on-one with Colleen Masters. And if Colleen Masters loses, boy, is she in trouble. Because I am trying to motivate Colleen Masters to victory. I don't think she's won a match here on GMW in a while that I remember. I'm trying to motivate her into victory. Next week, her crew, and I use that term loosely, will be back in business. That's right, the Undisputed Era will be back next week as well. Maybe this week, if they're lucky, but we'll see. So, it will be Pennywise's daughter, Pennywise, or Pennywise, the female version, I suppose you can call her. She will go one-on-one with Colleen Masters later on this evening. Also, the World Tag Team Champions are in action today. Andrew and Gary Eaton. Yes, you will see the new GMW World Tag Team titles. Yes, no more unified belts or any of that rubbish. Okay, it is one big, huge promotion here in GMW. Although I am considering doing a brand split at some point this season as well. It's considered, even though I'm very tempted to do it. I'm not going to lie. So, this will be... They'll be in a match later on, and they will go up against Trayvon Van and the hardcore champion, the current hardcore champion, Drex. So that's going to be a tag match later, non-title. Although if, and only if, Drex and Trayvon Van get the victory, they may very well be in line for a tag title shot as well. That's only if. But we kick off this episode with Maxim Carlos, a bit of a grudge match, ladies and gentlemen. Maxim Carlos and Goldberg, who was a bit of a pain in the ass last season to the World's Heavyweight Champion himself, Mr. Big Amish. Looking to get back into that picture here in GMW, and he's desperate to become GMW World Heavyweight Champion. Will he be the Heavyweight Champion of the world this season? Who knows? He won't be getting the match at Breakthrough the upcoming GMW pay-per-view, because it will be, like I said, John Moxley getting his rematch, and this time it's going to be in a TLC match. And I figured out this season as well that you can have pinfalls in a TLC match as well. So that's what's going to happen. It's going to be the very first TLC match in GMW history with pinfalls and submissions. So all weapons legal, I suppose, you could say. And I will test that match out probably after this as well, although I'm very eager to play Call of Duty Cold War, which I probably will do after this as well, because I had a blast. I had fun on that yesterday. Thank you to everybody who came in. Thank you to everybody who came in on the Facebook page yesterday to see me play Cold War as well. Whoever dropped by in that. I had fun playing that game yesterday. Learned some new stuff as well. I'm not going to lie, the Dirty Bomb mode on Cold War sucks, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of that. Maybe that might take some time getting used to, I don't know. But the Dirty Bomb mode on Cold War, I'm not a fan of. Hopefully that will change. But I'm a fan of everything else, quite frankly. And also, I want to do the, what they're called? The story mode campaign. Apparently I couldn't last time I tried it, so I'll have to figure that out as well. And if I do that story mode, it will be on Facebook, because I'm in the middle of doing a playthrough here on Twitch, and I don't want anything to get in the way of it, because as a matter of fact, it'll be on tomorrow actually, because it's my Red Dead Redemption playthrough tomorrow as well. So I will be doing I'll be finishing off the Red Dead Redemption playthrough tomorrow, hopefully, and then moving on to or getting as far as I can, and then moving on to Undead Nightmare as well. So all of that is to come, and then tomorrow it'll be today GMW, tomorrow Red Dead Redemption, today GMW, Thursday GMW again, and I don't know what I'm going to do on Friday. Maybe I'll stream on Twitch, maybe I'll stream on Facebook. I don't know. I know for a fact I'm going to be on Facebook on Saturday, so that's pretty much a damn guarantee, because there'll be another episode of GMW Underground on Saturday, so that's a guarantee as well. Goldberg setting up Mr. Carlos. Spear the Jesus out of him. That was a DDT. Hopefully this will be a newly improved Carlos as well. He has been a World Tag Team Champion, so he has had gold around his waist. And so is Ray Wolf as well. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it seemed, because Ray Wolf has not had a singles title here in GMW since the Internet Television title. So there you go. I'll be here tomorrow. It's my birthday too. Oh! Excellent. Excellent. Hopefully that'll pop up on my Facebook birthday lists as well. But oh, little birthday treat for you tomorrow. Watch me get my ass whooped on Red Dead. Hey. As well. That's right. Red Dead Redemption 1 is tomorrow, peeps. As well, tomorrow. As well. Good match so far between these two. Bit of a grudge match. I don't know why it seems that Maxim Carlos is getting the better of Goldberg. The reason why I've booked this match is because I'm trying to get into Maxim Carlos' head, which seems to be working at the moment, because at the next LCW pay-per-view, representing the Mayhem brand of LCW, it will be me defending my World Championship against Maximum Carlos, which is, to be honest with you, he's done it again. He is now 3-0 with Goldberg. Wow. Okay. But yes, it'll be me and Maximum Carlos on LCW pay-per-view for the LCW World Heavyweight Champion, although it's called the Mayhem title now. Wow. I don't know what the hell Carlos is doing, but whatever it is, it seems to be working. But I guarantee you he will not do that with me. Hey, punk! Turn round. You twat. Training my ass. I'm about to knock the training out of him. Yes, that is me, ladies and gentlemen. Belly-to-belly suplex by yours truly. Goldberg got a cut in the back of his head there. I just seen that there. Sending a message to Mr. Carlos. But I will admit, though, ladies and gentlemen, it's refreshing. Ah, and he's tapped out there as well. Tremendous. I will admit, though, it is refreshing, though, to face somebody like Carlos for the World Championship, I must admit. Because lately I was facing Dios de la Prickface and Chris Danger, who are now on Chaos. So it's nice to have a bit of fresh competition for the world title as well. And plus no more Azrael. Yay. So, yeah. Icker. Tricked. Oh, God. Tritica. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I am so sorry. But thank you for the follow anyway. So yes, a little message there sent to Mr. Carlos as well. Right, coming up next, ladies and gents. Again, don't forget, guys, this Saturday is back. Yes, it starts on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. This Saturday, it will be GMW Underground. Again, thank you guys so much for making that a success last week. Huge success as well. And like I said, there'll be more GMW Underground this coming Saturday as well. Big thank you to everybody who's joined so far. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. The Killer. Now, this is not the Killer who was here last week, who the now World Television Champion Big Amish beat the piss out of to win that belt. Quite frankly, he left because he didn't like the fact that he got his ass kicked. Will he be back? Who knows? But this is a whole different Killer as well. But he wants to make a name for himself, and he may very well make his debut this Thursday on GMW, this coming Thursday on GMW as well. Who knows, he might even be wrestling. I might even save him for Underground on Saturday, but we'll see. But he wants to say something, so floor is yours, P-Brain. What the hell is that hair? What the hell is that mask? Or is that even a mask? Is that even, you know, is that face paint or something? Good grief. Talk about unorthodox, but anyway. You know, you dare to be different here in GMW, ladies and gentlemen. As in LCW too. As well. Don't forget, guys, the main event of this evening as well. Three-way dance. All of that still to come as well. And like I say, guys, I've been promised that the female Wolfpack Mafia is going to be formed tonight, because I originally booked a handicap match with Mercedes Lady versus Lady J and Thunder Rosa tonight. However, that 1-on-2 handicap match may very well be 1-on-3, because Lady J has demanded the third member be involved. So the female Wolfpack Mafia may very well be formed today here on GMW. Who she brought in, I think I have a little bit of an idea who it might be. But you never know. Like I say, Lady J hasn't kept me in the lurch. I was shocked when Thunder Rosa came in, for crying out loud. So who knows what Lady J is up to. I think we need to give her a new name, though. Because if this female Wolfpack Mafia is going to be formed tonight, she's going to be the leader of it. Okay? Because I'm the Godfather, she's going to be the leader of that. But we need to change the Godmother thing. Seriously, we need to come up with a different name for her. Okay? Or the God's... I tell you what, God's sister doesn't sound pretty... well. Godmother makes her sound like a fairy godmother. You know? And I don't think there's ever been a female member of a mafia or female leader of a mafia, and that's been called Godmother. And Godmother just makes it sound like a fairy godmother, for crying out loud. So, I'd say God's sister works. Yeah. The God sister of the mafia. Yeah. But the godmother doesn't work for me. I'm not down with that. Godmother sounds like, you know, she's a fairy godmother. And she's far from a fairy godmother, if you know what I mean. So, Killer introducing himself to the GMW Mafia, and he will make his in-ring debut this Thursday. Also still to come, speaking of in-ring debuts, we've got an in-ring debut for somebody who is close to Loco by the name of Ray Wolf. Because Ray Wolf is going to be the welcome committee for Mr. OA. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right, Mr. OA. You heard me correct. Coming up next, by the way, Coley Masters and the female daughter, the daughter of the biggest prick one of the biggest pricks I've ever met in GMW. That's Pennywise. But I have to admit, Pennywise was impressive on GMW Underground, so she's going to get a match tonight with the so-called leader of the Undisputed Era, Miss Coley Masters. We'll find out how she fares against it. But yes, Ray Wolf is in action later on. He's going to go one-on-one with a wrestler that's going to make his debut by the name of Mr. OA. Now, if you look at this guy, and you will do later on in this episode, this guy is a cross between Ultimo Dragon and Mr. JL, to me. There's a Mr. JL about him. Now, if you don't know who Mr. JL is, allow me to educate you. There was a wrestler in WCW by the name of Mr. JL. He was a masked wrestler, luchador, if you will, maybe. But the problem was, he wasn't really a luchador. It was Jerry Lynn under a mask. But WCW's hierarchies thought, oh, let's call him Mr. JL. Go figure. Anyway, Coley Masters Pennywise, here we go. Second match of the evening. Coming up next, after this match, is the handicap match. Are we going to see the female mafia formed? Or is Lady J full of shit? We'll find out later.
The following contest is
But she's promised it tonight. Will she deliver? We'll find out.
making her way to the ring from England.
Now, this woman has disappointed me beyond belief. She is my inaugural GMW Women's Champion. Yes, she made the women's title famous here in GMW to a point. But boy, as she went down the pecking order. She's become a joke, in my opinion. Hopefully, she will change this season. Otherwise, she's going to be on the best of luck in your future endeavours list. Because like I said, this season I'm not pissing about, guys. If I have to fire somebody this season, I'll do it. I did it last season. But if I have to fire somebody this season, I'll do it. Also, next pay-per-view will be All the Pain Money Combined. That's right, Money in the Bank, ladies and gentlemen, is back here in GMW. So there will be, after the breakthrough pay-per-view, there will be qualified matches to see who gets into the Money in the Bank ladder match that's going to take place. I might even do one for the females too, to see who gets cashes in. Who's able to cash in for the women's title. We'll see. But there will be definitely one for the male as well, so we'll see what happens on that. And then after the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, I'm actually thinking of doing King of the Ring next instead of the All the Pay Money Combined. But either way, it's going to be All the Pay Money Combined, the next upcoming pay-per-views, and then it'll be King of the Ring. Yes, King of the Ring is back. Who will be the new breakout star? Tuberman was the breakout star last season because he won King of the Ring and became a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. He will be back soon as well. Tuberman, he will be back soon, hopefully better than ever. But he is the current King of the Ring. I haven't been told he wants to be in the King of the Ring this season, but we'll see. But yes, the next upcoming pay-per-views are All the Paid Money Can Buy and King of the Ring. Will we crown a new King of the Ring? Whoever wins the King of the Ring tournament will face the World Heavyweight Champion, no matter who that may be, at Feel the Heat. as well, which is the Summer Spectacular, ladies and gentlemen. Feel the heat, the SummerSlam of GMW. Side headlock by Pennywise, headlock takedown on the inaugural GMW Women's World Champion. Colleen Masters, headlock, about to get whipped to the other side. I think she was going for a move there, Pennywise, but Colleen countered it. The biggest thing that pisses me off about Colleen is she's a great wrestler. Like I say, she's the inaugural Women's World Champion. Lately, she's been kicking butt, but she never capitalizes on her wins, on her work. You know, the timing of going for the cover when you need to go for the cover. She never does that as well. And like I say, she's very close. She's lucky to be back this season because she was very close to be on the chopping block. I mean, last season she won last season one match that I remember, and that was a match with Liv Killer, which was probably the worst match in GMW's history, in my opinion. It was definitely the worst match of the Living for the Glory pay-per-view, the two-night spectacular. And also, ladies and gentlemen, there is rumours that Feel the Heat this season will be a two-night spectacular as well. So Feel the Heat may very well be a two-night spectacular. We will see. Because last season the two-night spectacular Living for the Glory thing worked. Will it work this season as well? It's Living for the Glory as well. Beautiful armbar. Picking up where they left off. Elbows, even more elbows, even more elbows. And side belly to backside suplex. Pennywise, even though this is her second official match in GMW, she's very smart to roll to the apron. I think she's smarter than her dad, but that's just me. You know, I mean, probably anyone's smarter than her dad, but anyway. No. She's definitely got more guts than her father, I'll give her that. You don't believe me, ask Vixen, who she beat last week on GMW, on the Underground show, this past Saturday. Also, as well, Adrian Wheeler will wrestle on... Do you know what? I think I've just made a match for Thursday. The Killer, as you see at the top of the show, he can wrestle Adrian Wheeler this Thursday. That's right, Adrian Wheeler will be in action on Thursday. And he was very impressive. Very impressive on Saturday against Bane as well. Very impressive against Bane this past Saturday. Will he be impressive again Thursday? We will find out. Corey Masters to the top. Elbow. Diving elbow. Also today, ladies and gentlemen, I had my first day on the course. If you follow me on TikTok and everything, I've already posted it on TikTok and all that. My first day of this recovery course that I've been on. It was an introduction. Like I say, I won't know if it's going to benefit me or not until next week. But, yeah. Seemed alright. I don't like the fact it's going to be for 2 hours though. I hope it's not going to be boring. If it's going to be boring, I ain't going to do it. I'll just have a word with my therapist and say I'm out. But like I said, as long as it benefits me at the end of the day, I'm not bothered. But I have options as well. This whole course thing as well. I don't have to be there if I don't want to be. 1, 2. You know, I can miss out sessions if I need to, but I'm game for anything as long as. But like I said, this wasn't my idea to begin with. It was recommended to me. But we'll see. There's the AMK. AMK, ladies and gentlemen. Clothesline and clothesline. Again, why didn't she go for the cover there? There's the tilt the world backbreaker. This is what I'm talking about. Maybe I need to get that LCW version of it, Joe, because this GMW version is friggin'... Oh boy, oh boy. The only way you could be in championship matches and you in GMW is A, if you earn it, and B, you win matches. What the hell was that by Pennywise? I think he's been watching too much Shinsuke Nakamura, but in any event. Second rope on the inside. And a version of the Diamond Dust, more like a Diamond Cutter. Diamond Dust is a somersault stone off the second rope. I don't know if they called the cutter version a Diamond Dust, but anyway. And splash, oh no, correction, diving headbutt, one of my favourite moves as well. Used by a lot of wrestlers, Chris Benoit, Bam Bam Bigelow, to name a few, as well as Dynamite Kid. That was a Pennywise Slam, 1-2, and Pennywise very close to getting a victory over the inaugural GMW Women's World Champion and current LCW Ladies Champion as well. I believe on Chaos, if I'm not mistaken. As well. All I want at the end of the day, hey buddy, I'm at work until close, but let's have it open. Appreciate you, Sky, thank you so much, and hope work is treating you well. And if you're there till close, it's probably going to be a long day for you. Thank you, Jen Queen. Please go and check that out, guys. As well, that's a version of the Key Crusher, which is a move from Low Key. If you don't know who Low Key is, you clearly don't watch indie wrestling or MLW. He's known as Kaval in WWE. The less said about that, the better. There's that move. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Well, I'll admit, Colleen's showing a bit of heart here. I think there was about a couple of occasions there, ladies and gentlemen, that Colleen was on the verge of getting beat. She's showing she's got some heart. There's a crossface, or version of a crossface by Pennywise. Colleen looking to, there's the longest tilt the world head scissors you'll ever see. That's usually the setup move for the AMK. This is Colleen's chance to finally show me something. Will she do it? Who knows? Is she going for the top rope? AMK, or the top turnbuckle, second turnbuckle, AMK. She hits it. Please go for the cover. Oh boy, oh boy. This is what I'm talking about. What's this here? That's a roll of the dice, I suppose, or fisherman. And Colleen loses again. I think she needs to. I think, to be honest with you, I think Colleen needs a repackage, if you will. She needs to be repackaged. Maybe I need the LCW version of the Colleen Masters, because this GMW version is a nightmare.
The Psycho Maniac.
Yes, that's right. Pennywise, the woman with about 5 names. Clown, Psycho, Maniac, whatever the hell you call her. She gets a victory over Colleen Masters. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Again, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for, like I said, I can't thank you guys enough for making the GMW Underground this a success. GMW Underground Episode 2 will be here next week, or this coming Saturday as well. And it's headlined by the Big Amish defending the World Television Championship against Billy Paragon. Or as Big Amish calls him, Billy Patterson. Less said about that, the better. But yes, Billy Paragon one-on-one with Big Amish this Saturday for the World Television title. Also coming up a breakthrough, it will be Big Amish defending the World Championship against John Moxley. That's right. And it'll be a TLC match. First time ever TLC pinfalls only. Pinfall submissions only. Not the hierarchy where you just climb up the thing. Apparently you can have pinfalls and submissions. So that's what we're doing. One-on-one encounter, pinfalls, submissions only. Big thank you to everybody who's hosted, everybody who's lurking as well. Much appreciated as well. Be sure to, if you want to see more GMW, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to, excuse me, be sure to check out GMW Underground on Facebook, facebook.com/Gamesmatter Mafia as well. Get yourself over there, and you can be a part of that as well. And also later on, ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you how you can be involved here on this GMW brand, as well as LCW as well, because it's exactly the same in a way for LCW too. But I will let you all know during the duration of this episode. Right, handicap match time. Is Lady J going to fulfill her promise? Let's find out. Who has she brought in? Is she playing mind games with Mercedes? Hell, is she playing mind games with me? We're about to find out, yes. GMW Women's World Champion, the woman who beat Lady J at the Living for the Glory pay-per-view, and finally fulfilled her dream to become the Women's Champion. She had about 3 opportunities at Lady J last season and failed. And then the third opportunity, she couldn't challenge for the belt anymore, which Amanda Drake ended up doing, because Amanda Drake ended up beating Lady J to allow Mercedes back into the title picture, only for Lady J to get the belt back and then lose it at Living for the Glory. So let's see what's happened. Do we have 2? Have we got another member of this Mafia? Is the Mafia here? Wow!
And their opponents, the Wolfpack.
She's came through. She's came through. The Mafia is born, ladies and gentlemen. The female Mafia is here. Thunder Rosa on the left. Lady J in the center. And I know who that is on the right. That's Alex Winters. Apparently, Lady J has been friendly with Alex Winters in LCW. And she's brought her here to GMW. Holy cow. The Mafia is here, ladies and gentlemen. The female Mafia has finally arrived. And I'm impressed. I have to admit. I am impressed. So, Mercedes, sorry, you've got your hands cut out. You've got your work cut out for you, ladies and gentlemen. And there you have it, guys. That's the female Mafia. Alex Winters is the third member. And like I said, Alex Winters and Lady J have been very pally here on GMW. On LCW, rather. And she's obviously brought her to GMW to team up with her and Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa, I'm guessing, is the enforcer of this female Mafia. But Mercedes could very well be in for a long night here. I feel sorry for her. And like I said, I originally booked this as a 2-on-1 handicap match. Based on what happened last week. It was meant to be Thunder Rosa and Lady J versus Mercedes. That doesn't seem to be the case. Can Mercedes survive the Mafia and show why she's the women's champion? Or is she going to get one grade A butt whooping? Beautiful kicks to the and excellent. Lady J, the former women's champion. Version of the old Dirty Deeds, or the 1%er, or whatever EC3 used to call that move in Impact. Good girl, Lady J. Mafia is intending on beating up. Well, Lady J is intending on beating up the women's champion. Oh my God. Ow. Up to the count of 6. The women's champion getting a beat down. Oh, great. Ow. Mercedes. Okay. I don't think Mercedes really cared too much about winning or losing this match. She just wanted to survive the kick with her teeth in. Okay. 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 I guess what we can do then. This Thursday on GMW, we'll have a 6-woman tag match. The female Mafia taking on Mercedes and any partners of her choosing. If she can't find any, then it'll be Mercedes against the Mafia one more time, except this time there'll be no countouts. But we'll see what happens on Thursday. This feud ain't over. But I think Mercedes outsmarted the Mafia. I don't think Lady J is going to like that. Right. First half main event, ladies and gents. Tag team match. That's what I'm saying. She has no friends. That's what I'm saying. She can pick any partner of her choosing. Who's she going to bring in? I'm going to give her an opportunity to bring some people in. Or to find some people. Some people that would actually team up with her. But like I say, she has no friends. If she finds one person, then it'll be a 3-on-2 handicap match. As well, if she finds one. But we'll see what happens. Right, Drex, who is the current reigning hardcore champion here in GMW, and his brother, I guess, Trayvon Van, they're going to team up to face the World Tag Team Champions. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see the very first time here on this series, the new World Tag Team Championship belts as well. Because like I said, I have changed all belts. There's no more unified world titles anymore. It's GMW World Heavyweight Championship, the GMW World Television Championship, or the World's Television title, the World's Tag Team titles as well, a new look to the King of the Ring belt as well, which is currently worn by Tuberman, a new hardcore title as well, but in the same kind of design as well, because the last time I made the hardcore title, the centerpiece of the hardcore title glitched out and everything, which really annoyed the fuck out of me. So I had to change it. So it's still the same design as I did last season, except it's a little different on the centerpiece. And also a new women's championship as well. A lot of new stuff in this season. Like I said, new season, new rules too. More on that later on. Right, first half main event, tag team match. Don't know why I've turned my freaking camera off there for crying out loud. Anyway, tag team match, the World Tag Team Champions against Drex and Trayvon Van. And yes, Andrew and Gary are the number one contenders for the LCW World Tag Team Championships too, after defeating the Dream Team yesterday. or the goofballs as they're known in the LCW as well. Trust me, them two will not be here in GMW. Like a really bad version of Azrael and his sidekick in Chaos. And like I say, if you're an Azrael fan, ladies and gentlemen, and you want to see Azrael wrestle, you have to watch Chaos on a Friday, because he's no longer welcome here in GMW. I fired him last season. So, Trayvon Van. I tell you what, these shots of wrestling, I'll give him that. Yeah. So, I don't know what I'm doing on Friday, ladies and gents. I haven't decided what I'm going to do on Friday. I did Facebook on Monday. I'm thinking of doing Facebook again on Friday. I'll say that again. I'm thinking of doing Facebook again on Friday. And then I'm definitely doing Facebook on Saturday because I'm doing GMW on Saturday. So I'm thinking of doing that. Trying that out. Monday, Fridays and Saturdays on Facebook. Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursdays on Twitch. See what happens. Because at least with Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, I know what I'm doing. Mostly the time I already know what I'm doing on Fridays. Mondays, I never know what the hell I'm doing. Quite frankly, I never know what I'm doing on Fridays. On Mondays, rather. I never know what I'm doing. That's why I usually do podcasts. The times I've streamed on Twitch on Mondays, I end up doing podcasts or some shit like that, just so I can get some time in. I never know what I'm doing though on a Monday. I'm actually thinking of scrapping Mondays as well and going to having 2 days off, except this time having it on Sunday and Mondays. This time, because I can't have it on a Saturday now because I've got, unless I'm doing something different on the Saturday, but I've got GMW Underground on the Saturday to do. So maybe we'll have to wait and see. But yeah. Why is it I'm on OBS, Streamlabs OBS, and I click into my chat here, and it almost brings my chat rules up? I know my own chat rules. For goodness sake. But anyway, guys, if you have not followed him, why are you using the chat now? He's not in chat anymore, unfortunately, but he has hosted me. The big Amish as well. If you haven't followed this man, ladies and gentlemen, please do so. I love it when he doesn't thingy me. There you go. Go and check him out, guys. Twitch.tv/thebigamish. Please do so. Please go and follow this man. He streams pretty much at times when I'm in bed. As well. Usually when I'm in bed, usually streams. Yes. But he plays a lot of... he plays Fall Guys. He's been playing some platform games as well. I caught him a few times last week. There's that Bro Slam that Matt Riddle uses. Tag into Gary Eaton. GMW World Tag Team Champions, ladies and gentlemen, the UK Collective. They'll be looking for title contenders because I'm hoping that these two will defend the belts at the pay-per-view. Breakthrough. Like I say, I just don't know who their challenges are. If Drex and Mr. Van beat these guys in this match, this non-title match, they could very well be in line for a title shot at the pay-per-view. Big splash. Still to come, Loco Joe one-on-one with Evil Eyes. OJJ wrestles Maverick Fox of the Fallen Disciples. And I believe... Oh, and Ray Wolf against Mr. OA. Still to come as well. Yes, you heard me correct. You're probably thinking, who the hell's Mr. OA? You're about to find out later on. You will find that out later on. Beautiful DVD by the reigning GMW World Tag Team Champions and former world champion in his own right, Mr. Andrew Eaton. Because Andrew Eaton is a former Money in the Bank holder. You don't win that easy, Mr. Von. Not with the Mafia. If you don't believe me, ask OJJ. And it will more likely be the same later on when OJJ goes against Maverick Fox. Beautiful kick to the midsection. Right, into the gut, and a right hand, and a left hand, and a right hand, and a discus clothesline. And a kick there. Drex back on the apron, about to get tagged in. The hardcore champion of GMW. Throwing some combinations there. Drex bomb. And he hits it. Looking to pull away from the ropes, which he does. He gets the cover. 1, 2. And only a 2 count though. Power driver. Yes, he learned that from me. And Drex outsmarts Mr. Eaton. We are Mafia, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm the man that made the I'm the man that made the what they call it famous. Don't forget Mr. Paragon in action as well. Later on in the main event. Are we going to get another double count out? These two are fighting on the rampway. Ref a bit long with the count there, for Pete's sake. In any event, ref a count of 9. And we have a double count out in the tag match. Looks like I'm going to be busy on Thursday then. Well, booking the match for the match booking at least. So, with that being said, ladies and gents, come out right after this quick timeout. I will let you know how you can join GMW as well. So, how you can join GMW and be a part of GMW as well. So, all of that still to come right after this. We're going in to part 2. Here we go. Press then. Oh, for goodness sake. Right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is GMW. We're going in to the second half of this episode. Good grief.
We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the waste and we ignore the fight. We need a miracle. We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the way.
That's right, ladies and gents. Ladies and germs, we do need a miracle. Will Evil Eyes need a miracle coming up now? Because he's going to face Loco Joe one-on-one. Okie doke. Yes, if you... Before we get to the local match, since local thinking this up, my Discord is going to be in here. If you join the Discord, ladies and gentlemen, and if you do join the Discord, please do so. It is not an active Discord, but it's a Discord nonetheless. I try and make it as active as I can be, but anyway. Yo, what up, OJJ? If you have a character, first of all, if you have the game, you have to have the game. But if you have a character and you have the Xbox, get yourself on the Discord, drop your formula on how you created the character. Thank you for that, Loco. Drop your character name in there, or your character name, and drop the formula in there, and I'll create your character and bring it on here. Also, if you have a PS4, you don't need that, because all you gotta do is upload your character to the community creations, and you can let me know in that box there as well. You can let me know in that box where in there. You can let me know in there as well that you've done it, or you can get me on the Whisper on Twitch, or you can get me on the Twitter as well. Wherever you've got me on social media, to let me know, and I'll download your character. Also, as well, one thing I recommend is please do not use the 2K Originals attires. Now, like I say, even though I've done some of the 2K Originals, I've nearly finished it actually, I've got one more bit to do. I believe that it's broke, because I have done, say, the Wasted Wasteland, or Wasted Wonderland, or whatever it is, and the Bump in the Night. And there's still some characters on there with their attires on, and it's not letting me download them. So I believe it's broke, pretty much, and hell, this game is broke, quite frankly, as well. So I believe in that as well. So we'll see what happens. Also, I'll give you a heads up on this as well, guys. If you have a PS4, oops, if you have, I'm on the wrong one.
We don't care when you call our name.
Where's that? Shut up. Although I do love that intro. But Evil Eyes, Loco Joe, grudge match based on what happened on Saturday, blah, blah, blah. If you have a PS4 or PlayStation, go to your network. Look at this schmuck. Created by the man who can't seem to get off 2K19. But anyway.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
If you have a PS4, if you have a PlayStation, at times, not all the time, but at times, change your date and time. Change your date and time on the PS4. Don't change the date and time thing, okay? Don't change that. Change the year. From 2021. It should be on 2021 now. Change it to 2020 as well, because I think that might be the case. Because I streamed, what they call it yesterday, Call of Duty yesterday, and it crashed like it does in here. So I'm thinking that might be the case as well, because that's what it was about when it first came out. That was the thing to work around the fact that this game crashes all the damn time. You know, changing the date on your thing. Don't change the date or anything, the date and time or anything. Change the year of it as well. So we'll see what happens. So, like I say, change the year of it.
From Oakland, California.
So, like I said, that could be the case, because I streamed Call of Duty Cold War yesterday. I was having a blast on the, what I call it. I had a fucking blast on the, what I call it, man. The Cold War multiplayer yesterday. But as I was about to end my stream on the last game, and I finished the last game, but it cut off, it crashed like it normally does in here. So that could be the case. So if you have a PS4 and you're having them issues, before you start playing the game or whatever it is you're going to do or whatever it is you're going to play, change the year. Like I say, it should be on 2021 now. Change it to 2020. Might re-upload Lady J again. I'm liking the red and white attire and just may give her that attire in the blue and white as well. Fair enough, OJJ. You know where to find me. If you've just tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, Lady J has formed the Wolfpack Mafia, the female version. Yes, it is now Lady J, Thunder Rosa, and Alex Winters. That's right, she's brought over Alex Winters from LCW. So the Mafia is in full effect. There's a male Mafia and there's a female Mafia. Speaking of Mafias, and not in the Godfather kind of way, speaking of Godfathers, the Godfather of the Lobos, you could say, is about to have a grudge match with Evil Eyes. Now, last Tuesday, Billy Paragon and Evil Eyes wrestled. And during that match, Evil Eyes used the loco lock as well. He used the loco lock. And obviously, Loco did not take too kindly to that and called him out on Thursday. Actually, he didn't call him out. He called him out Saturday. Did not take too kindly to that. And called him out on Saturday. And here we are. Quite frankly. On GMW Underground, the first edition of Underground. Like I say, guys, you have to be on the Facebook page. Facebook.com/Gamesmatter Mafia. Because GMW has now gone from twice a week to 3 times a week now. Because it's on Facebook as well. And the only reason I've got it on Facebook is because GMW seems to be a hit over on Facebook as well. So I've given them their once a week show. Well, so you must be over on the Facebook page. Facebook.com/Gamesmatter Mafia if you want your 3rd dose of GMW. I know it's hard to keep up, ladies and gentlemen, but GMW is a big hit. And I have to give the people what they want. That match with OJJ and Robert Starr, yes, probably the greatest match in Underground history, and it was the first episode, for crying out loud. Dare I say, probably the best match in GMW's history. OJJ will not die. And he didn't in that match. Pop-up fists right in the mouth of Evil Eyes. Evil Eyes, who's on Chaos in LCW, I believe. Been quite the thorn in Big Amish's side over on that brand. Big Amish, last time I checked, was the undisputed GMW, the undisputed LCW champion, which is the Chaos title. I've got the main prize on the Mayhem show. The Chaos title is the equivalent of the WWE gold belt that WCW have. Quite frankly, no offense, Big Amish, but Big Amish has the number one title here in GMW, which is the Wolf title too. Yeah, Styles hit OJJ on that match on Saturday with about 5 of his moves. F5s, chokes him out. Any other day, he would have probably beaten OJJ, but OJJ just would not die. OJJ then gets up, kicks him in the head, and wins the match. It was an incredible match. I would think it was better than the Sting match you had last season, but that's my opinion. And like I say, you've got another member of the Fallen Disciples to deal with later on. Because in the co-main event, ladies and gentlemen, OJJ goes one-on-one with Maverick Fox. And newly looked Maverick Fox too. So, like I say, it's all leading in because I have made the match. I have made the match for a Breakthrough pay-per-view, which is, it is going to be, and that is the Loco effect, version of the Judas effect. And he hit him again and bust him open. Yes, it will be at, there's 2 matches now made for Breakthrough, the pay-per-view, which is scheduled for February 4th, may change. But at the moment right now, there's 2 matches made. It is the World's Heavyweight Championship. It will be Big Amish, unfortunately, defending against John Moxley because Moxley beat Hannibal Black last Saturday. So Moxley gets his rematch, and this time it will be TLC, pinfalls and submissions only. TLC match, and also I've made a grudge match as well. A good old-fashioned grudge match, which is basically the answer for what's going on with OJJ at the moment, because OJJ goes one-on-one with Hannibal Black at the Breakthrough pay-per-view, considering what's going on. That's why Hannibal Black is sending his henchmen to do his dirty work, pretty much. Robert Styles on Saturday, Maverick Fox tonight. No doubt it'll be Logan Storm on Thursday, probably. So Hannibal Black is sending his henchmen to soften up OJJ for the pay-per-view. Will it happen? Who knows? And Loco Joe beats Evil Eyes. Wow. I wasn't expecting that victory, but the combinations prove a little bit much. And the former world champion gets, or tries, hopefully teaches, hopefully has taught Mr. Evil Eyes some respect. We'll see what happens. But for now,
Here is your winner, Loco Joe.
yes. But we'll see what happens, because Loco Joe is also warming up, because somewhere down the road, ladies and gentlemen, this man has to meet Hulk Hogan. Because like I say, I don't know when that match is going to be, but sooner or later it's going to be Loco Joe versus Hogan 3. When will that be? Hopefully soon, but we'll see. Right, coming up next, Ray Wolf, the man who has not won a singles title here in GMW since the Internet Television title. Go figure. He's a former GMW World Tag Team Champion, but he's going to be the welcoming committee for the debut of Mr. OA. That's right, Mr. OA makes his debut here in GMW. The man who, in my opinion, is a cross between Mr. JL and Ultimo Dragon. As well. You all remember Ultimo Dragon from WCW as well. And you all remember Mr. JL from WCW as well. About 95, 96 time in WCW as well. There is a bit of Mr. JL about him too, even though he's Ultimo Dragon. But there's also a bit of Mr. JL too about him. And if you don't know who Mr. JL was, it was WCW's hierarchies that decided to put Jerry Lynn under a mask. Yes, Jerry Lynn, the man who eventually became ECW World Heavyweight Champion too. That was Jerry Lynn as Mr. JL in WCW. Again, go figure. Creative team. Anyway, so like I said, Mr. OA is going to go one-on-one with Ray Wolf, the man who cannot win a singles title here to save his life, who hasn't won a singles title since the Internet Television Championship days. Because he is a former champion. Yes, and he was also a former Ring of Honor World Champion too, by the way, Jerry Lynn. Believe it or not. Not that that's a bad thing. Because he did fit the Ring of Honor mold. So, Ray Wolf, Mr. OA, the debut of Mr. OA, right about now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, weighing in at 288 pounds, Mr. OA.
Yes. I was watching one of his matches with RVD the other day on the Hardcore TV show. As well. This was way before the Hardcore Heaven matches. And the Hardcore Heaven matches he had and everything. It was just as Jerry Lynn was getting established. He didn't quite reach that height yet. But he did, eventually. So Mr. OA waiting on his opponent, which is Mr. Ray Wolf. Now, don't get me wrong, Ray Wolf is a great wrestler. He's a former GMW World Tag Team Champion, multi-time Tag Team Champion. But he hasn't won a singles title here in GMW since the Internet Television title days. He hasn't won the belt because he shocked the world when he beat Prince Jindrak and won that belt. I remember that very well. Everybody thought that Jindrak was going to squash the hell out of him, but he didn't. And he managed to upset Jindrak to win the Internet Television title. So he's a former television champion. He just hasn't won the belt since then. And he's been on losing streaks as well here in GMW. He's a former LCW Intercontinental Champion as well. But I kind of want him to have a singles championship here in GMW. I don't know why. But it's every time we build him up, or he gets built up to the point, and he gets a championship match, i.e. with Big Amish, because he challenged Big Amish for the World Television title, he doesn't turn up, pretty much, which is a shame. Let's see how well he does against Mr. OA as well. Mr. OA looking to make big names here in GMW. Yes, if you've just tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen Maximum Carlos beat Goldberg for the third time, which I'm not particularly pleased about, only to be attacked by yours truly as well. Coley Masters drops the ball once again and loses to Pennywise, and I'm not talking the male version. If you watched Underground on Saturday, yes, Pennywise has brought his daughter in, and his daughter beat the inaugural GMW Women's World Champion. Also, Lady J delivered on their promise. The female mafia is born. It is now contested as Lady J, Thunder Rosa, and Alex Winters. A lady, if you saw LCW yesterday, apparently Lady J has been getting very friendly with in LCW. Well, she's brought her over to GMW, and now they have formed the Mafia, or female version of the Mafia. So there's now a male version and a female version as well. And yes, that match ended in a double count out because Mercedes did nothing but beat the hell out of, or brawl with Lady J on the outside. Didn't give a chance to get the others in. She basically played it smart, otherwise, if she didn't play it smart, she was going to get her ass whooped. But she managed to get out there with the skin of her teeth, but Lady J is not too happy about that I can assure you. And yes, the first half main event, which was a tag team match between Drex and Trayvon Van, and the UK Collective, the current GMW World Tag Team Champions, ended in a double countout as well, so yeah. Yes, so Alex Winters is the third. I kind of knew it. She would bring her in, but hey, at least now we've got the Mafia sorted out, the female Mafia. And I'm guessing Thunder Rosa is now the enforcer of this female Mafia as well. Mr. OA throws Ray Wolf into the ring post and into the guardrail, and combinations there. Ray Wolf and Mr. OA. Vicious running neckbreaker by Ray Wolf. Mr. OA wants to win his match by pinfall. His first match here in GMW by pinfall, at least. Reverse DDT counter there from Mr. OA by Ray Wolf. Cover. Thank God I got rid of that other referee. I've got a new referee now, as you can probably tell, ladies and gents. OA now with Ray Wolf. Oh, the right hand as well. Running neck breaker. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, as well, I have done a podcast episode, which is on my Wrestling Matters YouTube channel, as well, on how I would book, and I'm going to put it up here on the Twitch as well, how I would book this whole thing with Goldberg. Because there seems to be him, it's going to be him and Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble, and it seems that everybody, if you're in WWE at least, everybody wants him to face Goldberg. Face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So we'll see what happens. Always setting up, and that's his version of Kinshasa. I said something else there, but anyway. 1, 2, and ooh, Ray Wolf just kicks out. So please be sure to check that out as well, guys. As well, it's on my Wrestling Matters YouTube channel. The links will be in the description box below. If you want, go to my Gamesmatter YouTube channel and click the link in the top right hand corner because it'll be there. I'll be in there somewhere on the channel. 1, 2, that running boot, which I felt yesterday on LCW, even though it did not do anything, the wonders at least, because I ended up getting the victory. But Ray is looking to bounce back. That is the Wolf's Den. Has he beat Mr. OA? 1, 2, 3. Ray Wolf gets a victory over Mr. OA. But this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. As well, this is what I'm talking about. We build him up. He wins matches. Comes down to the championship matches. Doesn't do a damn thing. Mr. OA gets the victory. And I'm going to give Mr. OA a chance at a rematch this Thursday because I'd like to see that match again. And this time, Mr. OA versus Ray Wolf 2, GG&D, Mr. Ray Wolf and OA, Mr. OA and Ray Wolf 2, which will be this Thursday, is going to kick off the show. So we'll see what happens on Thursday. Will OA get his receipt? Find out on Thursday as well. But now we move on to the co-main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in, ladies and gents, I will go back and give you a quick update on what has went down. Yes, for some unknown reason, Maximum Carlos has a horseshoe up his ass and is beating Goldberg 3 straight times. One last season, yesterday on LCW, and today here on GMW. The Killer, not Killer who won the TV title last season, The Killer, wants to make a name for himself, and he's going to do that, except this Thursday on GMW, he's going to face Adrian Wheeler. And if you don't know who Adrian Wheeler is, go back and watch the first episode of the Underground, because he dominated Bane this past Saturday. Will he dominate Mr. Killer? We'll find out. Colleen Masters continues to disappoint me, and she fell victim to Pennywise. Yes, that's Pennywise's daughter. Don't adjust your TV sets, ladies and gentlemen. Pennywise, the male, has brought his daughter in, and I'll admit, she's done well. She's had 2 victories so far. She beat Vixen on Saturday on Underground, and she's beaten a former world champion here on GMW today. Yes, the female mafia is born, ladies and gentlemen. Lady Jade, the leader of the mafia, and Thunder Rosa, the enforcer, are now joined by Alex Winters, who is being friendly pally with Lady J on LCW. So Lady J has brought her over, and the mafia is born, ladies and gents. The mafia is born. This ended in a double countout because Mercedes saw the fact that she was probably going to get her ass kicked and started brawling with Lady J on the outside to the point when it ended in a double countout. Unfortunately, this ended in a double countout as well. The World Tag Team Champions Gary and Andrew Eaton against Drex and Trayvon Van. So we'll see what happens on that one. Loco gets a victory with Evil Eyes as well. Ray Wolf gets a good victory over Mr. OA. What will happen on Thursday in the rematch? Who knows? Will Mr. OA get even? We will see. And coming up now, Maniac or Manic or Maniac or whatever he's called. Yes, she's looking rough. Maniac or Maniac. I think it was Maniac, because that's Mania, isn't it? So, Maniac is going to make a name for himself, because apparently he's told me he wants to get on GMW TV, and he wants to call somebody out. Who is he going to call out? We will see. We're about to find out. Big thank you to everybody who's dropped by so far, or if you're lurking, or whatever you are doing. I appreciate you very much as well. We are here on the Twitch channel as well as the Facebook page as well, because I've started streaming on there as well. Just trying to find that balance. Mostly on the Twitch, but I'm just trying to find that balance with Facebook as well. You know, less is more and all that. So, like I say, if you're not on Facebook, please get yourself over there as well. Follow the page, facebook.com/Gamesmatter Mafia for that. And this is the first look at this big man. But apparently he wants to call somebody out who seems to be twice his size as well. I don't know where this is going to go, but we're about to find out. He's yet to make his in-ring debut here in GMW, but he definitely wants to make a name for himself. He wants to make big waves here in GMW. Will he be able to do that? Who knows? Like I say, guys, if you weren't here for the full duration of this paper or this show, I say pay-per-view, wow, because I know I've got Breakthrough coming up. Don't worry, everybody. You will get to see the replays on Facebook and YouTube as well. Facebook and YouTube as well. You will also get to see Facebook, YouTube, and it'll be up here on the channel once I am done. So please make sure of that as well. So once I am done, this will be up on the channel. Thank you for that unnecessary post. But anyway, it's a community thing. I don't know. Anyway, I've never really got the community things. Has he just called out mass terror? Okay. Well, the old saying is go big or go home, and this man wants to go big. Former LCW TV champion. Former member of the Anarchists as well. A man who I beat for the first... to win my first my first LCW world title after I knocked out the Clown. At least he's away from douchebag. At least. But Mr. Maniac here, wants to fight him. I've called him out. Are we going to see a brawl between these two, or what's going to happen? The size of Mass Terror, Jesus Christ. Yes, the man who... what an amazing crowd this is, just kidding. I thought you turned babyface there for a minute, but in any event. I'm amazed he's still competing here in wrestling on these E-Fed promotions. After I wrestled him. Give him about 10 concussions, didn't I? With my power drivers on the outside. In the hardcore Iron Man match, which I made famous, ladies and gentlemen, because that was the match I put Mr. Clown on the shelf, Psycho Clown. There you go. OCW's version of the Dark Order coming soon. I don't know if I could do that in GMW, but like I said, if I did that in GMW, who would I put in? Like I say, he doesn't deserve his own group. But you never know, you might get something out of this match because it seems that Mr. Manic, or Maniac, wants to fight. Rodriguez, thank you for the follow on Facebook. Where will I find? Yes, ONLAP, who do the theme song for GMW, called Miracle. Check them out on YouTube, guys. They are the band that do non-copyright songs that you could use for your content that you do, as well. They probably make the money off there, but it is a copyright free. But they do copyright free music. They'll probably make a shitload of money off their songs, but it's copyright free music as well. A lot of content creators use their songs. I use it for the theme song as well of GMW, because I'll be honest with you, it's a lot better. And I even listen to their music in my car, especially that song there, which is Everywhere I Go, I believe it is, as well. Everywhere I Go, and the Miracle as well. There's a few other songs as well that I'm going to check out and give an opportunity. They are a great band, so check them out. Check them out on the YouTube channel. And, well, Maniac. Oh! Oh boy. You know what? Oh, what a super kick. Tell you what, I've got to admire this Maniac. Or Maniac, or whatever his name is. Oh my god. Pop up. You know what, ladies and gents? I was going to make this match for Thursday. But you know what? I can't not make a match between these two. But you know what I'm going to do? Oh my god, what a pounce. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save this for Saturday on Underground. So that's now 2 matches made for Underground. We've got the World Television title on the line, which will be Big Amish defending the TV Championship against Billy Paragon. And we've got these two going to wrestle on Underground this Saturday as well. This match will take place on Underground, so that's 1 for Underground on Saturday. And the only way you get to see GMW Underground is on Facebook as well. So facebook.com/Gamesmatter Mafia. I'm sure these two will see each other before then, but this match will take place on Saturday. Should be a good Mass Terror versus Maniac. Or Maniac, or whatever it is. Right, here we go, co-main event. Based on what happened on Saturday, Robert Styles, the instant classic match between Robert Styles and OJJ. Will there be another instant classic here? Because yes, at the Breakthrough pay-per-view, it is going to be OJJ one-on-one with Hannibal Black as well. So that's why pretty much Hannibal Black is sending his henchmen to do his dirty work. Robert Styles on Saturday, Maverick Fox here tonight. So, while this is loading in, ladies and gents, just let me go to the toilet because I'm about to burst. I'll be right back. Right, co-main event, peeps. Here we go. Co-main event. Maverick Fox of the Fallen Dipshit Disciples. Not to be confused with another bunch of dipshits. But the new look Maverick Fox too, by the way. Has he improved? We will see. But he's about to go one-on-one with former three-time television champion, former world champion in his own right, and former tag team champion as well, OJJ.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Fallen, standing 7 feet tall.
He wishes.
Weighing in at 400 pounds, the Anomaly, Madman, Maverick Fox.
I don't deny he's a madman, but he seems to be on the Tuberman of bullshitting the audience, allegedly weighing 7 foot tall. Tuberman walks around saying he's allegedly 500 pounds, but let's see how big. Although Robert Styles was a big man, I'll be honest with you, on Saturday. He was a big dude. And OJJ took care of him on Saturday, just. But this is the co-main event of the evening. Yes. There he is, Maverick Fox. I don't deny that Maverick's a big dude, but 7 foot tall? I don't think so. Probably 6'10".
And his opponent,
Maybe he is 7 foot tall. I don't know. I'll have to have a look.
weighing in at 288 pounds.
OJJ now.
The Technician, OJJ.
Representing the Wolfpack Mafia. The vice captain, I believe, of the Mafia. He's not the enforcer. The enforcer is Goldberg. Yes. Hannibal OJJ. Not to be confused with Hannibal Black. And like I say, he wrestles Hannibal Black at the pay-per-view. In the probably one of the biggest grudge matches in GMW's history. Because these two, and I'm talking about Hannibal Black and OJJ, had a big feud over the television title last season. It seems to me that Hannibal Black is not done with OJJ. Either that or he pissed OJJ off because OJJ could have had a chance to win a battle royal to become the #1 contender, or at least have an opportunity to go for the world title, but Hannibal Black put an end to that. But Hannibal Black lost that title opportunity by losing to Moxley this past Saturday on Underground. Only a 1 count though. Maverick Fox. Orange Juice Jones. Representing the Wolfpack Mafia, Maverick Fox. A little step ahead of the... I hate when you have to refresh things just to make them work. Yeah, not fun. But we'll see what happens. I will be back tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, with Red Dead Redemption here on the Twitch channel as well. Red Dead Redemption 1 playthrough tomorrow. I will continue that episode. Hopefully you guys can join me for that. Or even drop by tomorrow, whatever. I am very tempted on Friday to play some more Call of Duty multiplayer because I had a blast on that yesterday. So if anybody is up for playing, if anybody has Call of Duty multiplayer, and anybody is up to play Call of Duty Cold War, by the way, anybody who's up to playing that game at some point or would like to play that game, let me know. I'm down. Like I say, I've got one of my guns now is on max level, and there's one thing I am enjoying doing on that game, and that's going around stabbing people. And I even did the what they call it yesterday as well, the finishing move, stab him in the neck, finishing move as well, which is fucking hilarious. I don't mind telling you. And I hope to play that game when I'm done with this episode as well, because I'm kind of eager to play it, if I'm being honest with you. I'm very eager to play it. There's a few videos as well coming up on the YouTube channel as well from so a few matches that were up there as well. One's already up on the YouTube channel from Call of Duty as well. There'll be a few more coming as well. Leg drop by Mr. Maverick Fox, thinking he's Hulk Hogan. As well, coming up next, the main event, 3-way dance. Why is everybody doing my power driver? Clothesline from hell. Now knock the power driver out of you. But Maverick did not sell it and got straight back up, which is kind of what OJJ did on Saturday, to be fair. So, not that that's a bad thing, but he kind of did that on Saturday. Beautiful right hand. And Alabama slam. Will OJJ kick his head off like he did to Robert Styles on Saturday? Belly to backside suplex. Like I say, Styles hit OJJ on Saturday with about 4, 5, maybe 6 finishing moves. And OJJ still managed to kick out. Hey, amazing. Like I said, this is the co-main event of the evening. Coming up next, a 3-way dance, and yes, eliminations do apply in that match, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a triple threat match, so if Paragon gets eliminated, it'll be down to you. At the end of the day, you'll probably get a preview. You might get a preview of certain matches. Like I said, I'll explain that later. Yes. And by the way, it's Dragon's Queen's birthday tomorrow as well. Just to let you know. So she's going to spend her birthday with me and watch me get my ass kicked on Red Dead tomorrow. So. And those elbows are definitely going to leave a mark. Beautiful clothesline. Elbow drops rather. Are we going to see another instant classic? Are we going to see a cutter? Or an RKO version of it at least? Yes, we do. RKO. 1, 2, and... Don't tell me we're going to have another repeat of Saturday. This is basically what happened on Saturday. The near falls on Saturday. Don't believe me, go back and watch the fight. And the referee gets knocked down. That's never a bad thing. Although it's not that referee from last season. It's a different referee. But again, it's never a bad thing. So. And there's that. Oh, for God's sake. Maverick Fox gets the victory. Okay. Okay. Somewhere Hannibal Black has got a big grin on his face. That's fine. That's fine. Well, I'll tell you what then. I'm going to match on Thursday. Okay? I'm going to save the Logan Storm fight, because I know Logan Storm is next on the list, but I'm going to save that Logan Storm fight for Saturday. So OJJ will face Logan Storm on Saturday.
Here is your winner, the
Yeah.
Anomaly.
I got an idea for Thursday.
Maverick
This prick
Fox.
has just pissed me off there. So I tell you what I'm going to do. This Thursday, it's going to be Maverick Fox and Hannibal Black teaming up. Okay? Maverick Fox and Hannibal Black teaming up to face OJJ and me. That's right, this Thursday. So we're going to see it. Fallen Disciples versus the Wolfpack Mafia this Thursday. It's going to be Hannibal Black and Maverick Fox versus OJJ and yours truly. And you know what? I think it's time we went extreme. He just pissed me off there because he beat OJJ with Azrael's finishing move. So I tell you what, I'm going to come this Thursday with OJJ and we're going to stick some kendo sticks right up their ass. And since he's just asked for him there, I'll do this on Saturday. Loco Joe versus Maverick Fox on Underground. So that's 3 matches made for Saturday now. Manic versus Mass Terror. Actually, no. I stand corrected. There's 4 matches now made for Underground on Saturday. Manic versus Mass Terror. Billy Paragon. Billy Paragon versus Big Amish for the Television Championship. Okay. Billy Paragon versus Big Amish for the TV belt. Logan Storm versus OJJ. Maverick Fox versus Loco Joe. As well. And I've already got a main event in mind for Thursday as well. For this Thursday as well. But we're going to see at the end of this matchup, because coming up next, it's the 3-way deaths. It is the world and television champion himself, Mr. Big Amish, going up against his challengers. His number 1 contender for the world championship, which is unfortunately John Moxley, and his number 1 contender for the TV championship, which is Billy Paragon, who he defends the belt against this Saturday on Underground. So, yeah. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do as well. I'll see what happens on Thursday, but Loco will be in action on Thursday as well. But yes, it will be Maverick Fox and Hannibal Black versus OJJ and me. And it's an Extreme Rules tag team match as well. And me and OJJ are going to beat the living shit out of them idiots. And then whatever's left of Maverick, should he survive that match, he can have... You'll be fed to Loco Joe on Saturday on Underground. You know where to find me, OJJ. You know what to do. You know what to do. As well, like I said, Loco Joe. As well. I tell you what I might do this Thursday. Yeah. Here he is, the World Heavyweight Champion, and yes, he is currently the World Television Champion too. The new world title too.
Match, making his way to the ring from Indiana, weighing in at 402 pounds, one half of the Superstar.
The new GMW World Heavyweight Championship. I hope you downloaded. I hope you were. It was okay for you when you downloaded this, man. Loco. There he is, the World Heavyweight Champion. Not only that, the World Television Champion too. Thank you. Like I said, no more unified titles, no more unified tag team titles or anything like that. Fresh belts now. Yes, you've got the GMW World's title, the World Television Championship, the World Tag Team titles, the Hardcore title, the Women's title, the King of the Ring Championship as well, which should be back soon. Because like I said, the next two pay-per-views after Breakthrough will be All the Paid Money Can Buy and the King of the Ring. And whoever wins the King of the Ring tournament will get a championship match against the world champion, whoever that may be. It may not very well be the Big Amish, but whoever wins the King of the Ring gets the opportunity to face the world champion, whoever he may be, at Feel the Heat. The World Heavyweight Champion and Television Champion too. But he defends that belt on Saturday against... he defends the championship Saturday. The World Champion, and who we got here? This is the number one contender for the World Television title. Ladies and gents, right here.
And his opponents, first, from New York, weighing in at 206 pounds, Hurricane!
This past Saturday, this man got in the face of the TV champion, current world champion, Big Amish. I was ready to fight him right there and then. Having the time of your... I wonder if Dragon Queen will have the time of her life tomorrow since it's her birthday. But anyway. Yes, this man got in the face. And this is a new and improved Billy Paragon. Yes, I created this character because I couldn't download his original one. But it seems to have worked out for him because his other character didn't get anywhere here in GMW. But this new incarnation of this man seems to be working because, like I said, we're only 3-4 episodes in now to GMW and he's already got a TV championship match lined up. Will he be able to beat Big Amish? You'll have to tune in on Saturday on Facebook for that. But this seems to be working out very well for Mr. Billy Paragon at the moment. Here he is, former AEW World Heavyweight Champion, former GMW World Heavyweight Champion. A guy who I'm not going to lie, screwed, and not in a good way, on Living for the Glory Night 2, which allowed the Big Amish to walk out with both the TV title and the World Heavyweight Championship. But thanks to Cody Rhodes making me tap out last Thursday, this man got a chance to wrestle for the World Championship, or at least have a chance to get his rematch for the World title. And this past Saturday, he beat Hannibal Black. Now, beating Hannibal Black is not a bad thing. But, yeah. You know what? I changed my mind for that tag team match. It's still going to be the same. It's still going to be me, OJJ, versus Maverick Fox. But Maverick Fox's tag team partner is going to change. Yes. Maverick Fox will take... his tag team partner is going to change. I'm going to throw in there Robert Styles. That's right. Robert Styles and Maverick Fox take on me and OJJ this Thursday. So, there's 2 matches now made for Thursday as well, because Loco Joe is going to wrestle on Thursday. And since he wants a piece of Maverick Fox, this Thursday he can have Hannibal Black. So Hannibal Black wrestles Loco Joe this Thursday. So Loco Joe one-on-one with Hannibal Black this Thursday. And depending on the outcome of this match as well, which I'm probably just going to do it anyway, but I'll let you know after this match, there may be a main event lined up for Thursday as well. We will see what happens. Just looking to see who I can read after this match. Now, see there, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Paragon gets pinned. He hits the shower and it goes down to Big Amish one-on-one with Moxley there. Problem solver there, version of the problem solver. Two big adversaries there going at it. And it's a new Big Amish that Moxley's facing. See what I mean? But Moxley got the better of the Big Amish that time around. Boot to the midsection by Billy Paragon. Billy Paragon catches that leg and switch it into a powerbomb. It's a three-way dance, ladies and gentlemen. Say eliminations occur or apply. If you get pinned, you hit the shower. Last man standing wins. It's not a triple threat match where first one to pin, fall, submission gets the victory. It's elimination occurs. Elimination. I'll say that again. Three-way dances were pretty much made famous in ECW. Pretty much. I'm thinking of making a three-way dance for the pay-per-view, but we'll have to wait and see. There is 2 matches made for the pay-per-view, though. GMW grudge match involving Hannibal Black and OJJ. And yes, Big Amish defends the World Heavyweight Championship against John Moxley in a TLC match. Yes, unfortunately, Moxley gets his rematch on at the pay-per-view for the world title. Will he reclaim the World Heavyweight Championship? Or will the new attitude and the new and improved, I would say, Big Amish put a stop to that? Because, well, since this season started, ladies and gentlemen, the Big Amish has destroyed Ray Wolf, and he also destroyed AC Puma last week as well. Will he be able to destroy Billy Paragon this Saturday and retain his television championship? But based on what happened on Underground last week, Mr. Paragon means business, as he clearly sees there. This is a perfect example and a perfect way to get a little bit of momentum going in. And Paragon is about to do what he did to Big Amish last week on GMW, on the Underground show. Watch this. This is what he did last week. That's exactly what he did on Underground. Exactly what he did on Underground. Amish and Paragon back in. Amish with a big chop, duck of the clothesline, and a boot there knocks down the Big Amish. One, wouldn't it be great for Billy Paragon, from a Billy Paragon point of view at least? Wouldn't it be great if the Big Amish was to get pinned by, or was to get eliminated by Billy Paragon? I'll give big momentum. DDT busts open John Moxley. Moxley goes to the outside. Amish was going for a choke slam, doesn't get it though. Paragon one step ahead so far. Or as the Big Amish calls him, Billy Patterson. Don't ask. Sorry, Big Amish, but that was funny. That's a chicken wing. Wow, we just made the TV champ tap. Holy cow. Well, that's one way to get into the champion's head. Make him tap out. So I would say going into the TV title match on Saturday, advantage Billy Paragon. Boot to the midsection, knee to the gut. Like I say, three-way dance, no count-outs, no disqualifications, no nothing. The pinfall must count in the ring. Which one of these is going to get major momentum going in to their match? Going into their respective match. Like I say, Moxley challenges Big Amish at Breakthrough. Billy Paragon challenges Big Amish this Saturday on Underground. And the television championship match on Facebook this Saturday on the Underground show will be your main event of the evening. So we'll see what happens. But I'm shocked on that. That was a cross-face chicken wing that Paragon tapped out the big Amish with. Will he be able, if he does that on Saturday, he will be World Television Champion. And he will win his first major honour in GMW. Beautiful kick. Yeah. And I do believe that Mr. Paragon is undefeated this season, if I'm not mistaken, as well, because his first match on GMW was the rematch from Living for the Glory, where he pretty much destroyed Evil Eyes. Both men are on the outside. Like I say, pinfall submission can only count in the ring. Paragon heard me on that. Elbow by the former GMW World Heavyweight Champion himself. Clothesline to the outside. Moxley setting up Paragon. Paragon in a little bit of trouble here. Dives through. And Moxley, so athletic, lands on his feet. John Moxley, the current IWGP United States Champion, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I am. As well. The big Amish will not be happy with that, let me tell you. But he'll get a chance at revenge, like I say. Billy Paragon making him tap out there, but will he be able to do that on Saturday? Like I say, so I doing it in non-title matches, but where it counts is Saturday, because Billy Paragon does that on Saturday, he will be the World Television Champion. Like I say, that's like Moxley beating Loco Joe when he was World Champion. Did he do it for the belt? No, he didn't. There's the knee. That running knee that Paragon likes to use now. 1, 2, and he's won the match. Advantage, Billy Paragon going into the match on Saturday. He has took out not only the World and Television Champion, he has took out the #1 contender for the World Championship himself. Wow. Look at that there. Makes the man tap out. Unbelievable. And hits the knee and gets the big victory in this three-way dance. Advantage, Billy Paragon. Advantage, Billy Paragon. Holy moly. So there's 2 big money matches. Actually, there's 3 for Thursday. So this is what I'm going to do. Hannibal Black goes one-on-one with Loco Joe. That will be on Thursday. OJJ and me take on Maverick Fox and Robert Styles on Thursday as well. So it's going to be tag match. OJJ and me and the Head versus Fox and Styles. Hannibal Black versus Loco Joe. And I'm also going to make this main event for Thursday too, and I'll make it right after the recap. Let me do this recap one more time. Thank you to everybody who's came in, by the way. I'm about to just see who is on here. Let's check it to see who's online. If anybody has anybody they would like me to follow or would like me to host when we do this raid or anything, if there's anybody who I haven't followed and you would like me to check out, please do so. Drop it in the chat if there's somebody there. I'm more than happy to do that. Right. Goldberg, Maximum Carlos kicked off the show, and yes, Maximum Carlos is 3-0. But Maximum Carlos paid the price for it because I attacked him after the match. A little setup for our match, eventually for the LCW title. Just remember this, Maximum, you are not having any advantage over this. Okay? You got the better of me when you shocked me. You won't do it for the belt, let me tell you, not if I have anything to say about it. Also, Killer wants to make an impact here in GMW. Well, he'll have an opportunity to do that on Thursday when he wrestles Adrian Wheeler. Good luck to him on that. Pennywise beats, impressively, the inaugural GMW Women's Champion herself, Mr. Coley Masters, and yet, again, Coley Masters disappoints me. The female mafia is complete, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Alex Winters has joined the forces. Lady J and Alex Winters have been very much tag team and friends over on LCW, and she's brought her here to GMW, and the Mafia is formed. What will happen on Thursday? This ended in a double counter because Mercedes beat the living hell out of Lady J on the outside. So, what's going to happen on Thursday? I have made a 6-woman tag match on Thursday. It's the female Wolfpack Mafia taking on Mercedes and partners of her choosing. Who's going to step up? Will Mercedes have to be on her own? We'll find out on Thursday. Yes, Trayvon Van Drex and the UK Collective ended in a double count-out. More on that on Thursday. Loco gets a little payback, or so to speak, or teaches Evil Eyes some respect as well. Mr. OA loses to Ray Wolf. These two will wrestle again on Thursday. Will Mr. OA get even? And this is going to kick off the episode on Thursday. Will Mr. OA get even on Thursday? We'll find out. Maniac and Mass Terror got into a brawl. No doubt we might see them beforehand, but this Saturday on Underground, these two will go one-on-one. Maverick Fox pissed me off in this match because he used Azrael's finishing move to beat OJJ, which has led to the tag match between me, OJJ taking on Maverick Fox and Robert Styles this coming week, and it's an Extreme Rules match too, so it's Mafia versus Fallen Disciples this Thursday. And as you clearly see, Billy Paragon, very impressive. Not only did he make the Undisputed Champion tap out, the Unified Champion, which is the TV Champion and the World Champion, tap out, he also got a victory over Moxley. And I'm going to make this match for Thursday, and this will be your main event for the evening. John Moxley will go one-on-one with Billy Paragon. That's right. So, John Moxley, one-on-one. Moxley versus Billy Paragon. I don't know what it is, but Mr. Paragon is making himself a main eventer this season. Will he get a big extra momentum going into his match on Saturday on Underground? We'll find out Thursday. That's right, your main event for Thursday, besides the other great matches, but your ultimate main event for Thursday will be Billy Paragon one-on-one with John Moxley. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, and whoever else is in here as well, thank you all so very much for tuning in. I am done for the evening. I will be back tomorrow. With... what am I back tomorrow with? Oh, yes. The Red Dead Redemption story mode, the playthrough, whatever you want to call it, tomorrow. Hopefully you guys can join me for that. And even if you can't join me, more than welcome to just come by and say hi and all that stuff as well. I will be back tomorrow with that as well. It is... I'll tell you this right now. I'm loving that game. I'm not going to lie. At the moment, at least. I'm very much loving that game. And I'm going to love it even more tomorrow. It's always a pleasure, Dragon Queen. And now, like I say, I'll see you tomorrow. Just looking to see who I'm going to raid. Hopefully you guys will join me in this raid. I was going to raid Queenie, but I'm not a fan of the game she's playing at the moment, which is Forest. I'm not a fan of that. I would have raided her, but I'm not big on that game she's playing, if I'm being honest with you. So let's see if there's anybody else we can raid. If not, I'm just going to let my what they call it do its work. If you guys have anybody else, if any of you guys are in the chat still, do you have anybody you would like me to raid? Let me know. Like I said, don't be afraid to holler, if you will. There's hardly no one on. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's drop it on Nismo. He's playing Valorant. Poor bastard. He's playing Valorant, so I'll drop it on Niz. I'll drop it on Nismo. Like I said, I would have dropped it on Coiny, but I'm not a fan of that game she's playing, quite frankly. If I'm being honest with you. I'll probably go and check her out and whatever, but yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that game, if I'm being honest with you. So we're going to drop it on Niz. Oops. So Niz, Mo, he's playing Valorant at the moment as well. We'll go and drop it on him, and whatever happens after that happens after that. Also, guys, as well, I have started to play is it Rogue Company as well? I'm going to start playing that as well, so you never know, you might see me stream that on this channel as well. So we'll see what happens there. Take care of yourselves, guys. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in. Thanks to Dragon Queen, thanks to Loco, thanks to OJJ, thanks to everybody else who's popped in. Whether you've been lurking, I do appreciate every single one of you. There'll be more GMW on Thursday. Hope to see you tomorrow for Red Dead Redemption as well. I am done. Thank you and good night.